Coaching has evolved as a great and very useful field in both in human resources development as well as in management and leadership. Almost about 45 years ago, we created a HRD system called as feedback and counseling as a part of our work in Larsen & Toubro, Uday Parikh and myself. We defined counseling as a process of helping, influencing, impacting, guiding, and so on. We took a very broad view of counseling. However, over a period of time, many people misinterpreted counseling to mean only problem solving. It was meant to help people who are facing problems or who have become problems organizations to counsel. So we, over a period of time, preferred, and I think this is also what happened in the American tradition, to use the term coaching rather than counseling. Although I personally think counseling is much a broader kind of a term than coaching, because coaching has come largely from the field of sports, which involves, I think there is an expert and there is a person who is getting trained and then the coach trains the. But even coaching has changed over a period of time. Today, coaching means different things. I've identified at least about over 25 different meanings of coaching. These include facilitating, guiding, directing, impacting, influencing, helping to make choices, understanding, listening, exploring, empathizing, responding, action planning, reviewing, refreshing, empowering, discovering, awareness creating, respecting, establishing mutuality, giving feedback, receiving feedback, appreciating, mirroring, reflecting, sharing, communicating, interpreting, and so on and so forth. I think you can keep on adding to this. I'm sure you can easily come up with about 50 different either dimensions of coaching or meanings of coaching. It doesn't mean that coaching is one or the other. Coaching involves all these kind of things. It essentially aims at, it's a process. First of all, it's a process. It aims at helping the person in the Rogerian parlor of person-centered therapy or person-centered approach. It's really helping the person to discover oneself, become more aware of one's strengths and areas where one can improve, interpret the impact one is making on the environment, and if necessary, discover the undiscovered. In fact, at our company TVRLS, our logo is throwing light, which means making the less known known or unknown known, either through psychometric testing or assessment centers, 360 feedback or survey feedback or performance management. We use a variety of tools to help the person to discover the less known or undiscovered and things of that kind. So coaching is nothing but a process of helping the person to discover one's own potential, one's own strengths, one's own areas where one can improve, the impact one is making, so that ultimately, with the help of coaching, the person becomes a better person, more effective person, better leader, better manager, and also helping a large number of other people who work around him or her to be more effective, to lead the role, the team, or the organization much more effectively, and so on. So, coaching uses many tools. At least at TVRLS, we have experimented with many tools which form the basis for coaching. Coaching ultimately is a process, but you will have to generate a lot of information and data. These tools include, simple essays like writing, "Who am I?" help a long way, or using psychometric tests, a variety of tests, whatever tests you use, 5 MBTI, locus of control, interpersonal trust, value scales, and things of that nature. You use a variety of tools depending upon whatever dimension you are interested in, and help people to discover where the person stands at a given point of time using the psychometric test. Provoke the person to do even better. Understand the implications of whatever is the psychometric profile of an individual, and so on. So, psychometric tests are very, very important tools. Similarly, in PMS, we found KRAs or KPAs, activities, have been found to be very good tools for initiating coaching. You can help the person to effectively use his or her time, discover more of potential, involve in new activities by creating new individual development plans and things like that. Similarly, 360-degree feedback has been found to be an excellent tool. In 360-degree feedback, we focus on the roles or activities, focus on delegation, empowerment, focus on leadership styles, on which I think we have almost about 45 years of research, starting with my work with David McClelland, where we identified the various Indian leadership styles and also discovered the impact of these styles in creating the right kind of an organizational culture and environment and so on. So we have found 360 to be a good tool for coaching. It forms the basis. Assessment and development centers are again good tools for coaching. Job descriptions are tools. Stories and self-disclosure statement, personal purpose statements, whatever the individual wants to be saying, are very good tools in terms of initiating a coaching dialogue, a coaching conversation, and helping the person to discover more about himself or herself and chalk out pathways. The ultimate objective of coaching is to help the individual to become a better person, more effective leader, more effective manager, and use one's lifetime to make a difference in the surroundings, in the lives of others, and so on. So, friends, coaching is a very powerful tool. Coaching requires skill. In fact, from 1975 onwards, we went on training people on what we call as feedback and counseling skills, which now can be called as coaching skills, in which you need to understand the skill of listening, understanding, empathizing, reflecting, mirroring, guiding, and a whole lot of things. Of course, there are many dimensions to coaching. I'm not going into this. The short conversation is meant to explore the numerous dimensions of coaching and what a wonderful tool it is. I strongly believe that everyone should acquire coaching skills. Nowadays, even I think our children are sources of guidance for us. That means they can be something like in the olden days reverse mentoring, they can be reverse coaching, where the younger generation guides their parents and seniors on certain dimensions, because we can't be masters of everything that is happening in the universe. In fact, sometimes our kids are far, far ahead of us on some of the dimensions, and it is important to understand. Therefore, they become coaches for us. So, appreciate, therefore, the process of coaching is understanding, developing, empowering, knowing, enlarging one's own self. So I hope you will acquire some of the skills of coaching either through any kind of a formal certification that are offered by many of these agencies, or on your own, reading books, watching movies, and getting involved in a lot of coaching conversations. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you like it, please put a like at the end of this video. Thank you very much.